You've previously said there was almost zero chance Space Force professionals would be actual astronauts. But this week, another United States Space Force official, Major Jen Shaw, said they would eventually be astronauts. Is that true? Yes. How far are we from sending U.S. troops into space, and for what purpose?
Yeah. So first thing I'd say is those two comments are not in as much of a conflict as folks might see. Uh, um, the best and most direct route for any member of the United States Space Force to go personally and physically into space today remains what it has been for decades, which is for decades, NASA, in selecting astronauts, goes to a variety of places, including the United States military. For years, it's been, we've got Air Force officers and the Navy and the Marine Corps and Army, all part of the astronaut corps. If we have a member of the Space Force today who wants to go to space, their best bet and remain a military member is to apply through the astronaut program in NASA to get to space. When do we expect to have boots on the moon? No idea. Certainly not in my career. But the fact is, it possible and certainly expected someday in the future that members of the United States Space Force will go physically, directly, and personally to space? I would say absolutely. We're probably talking, but we're not talking, 5 or 10 years. We're talking decades from now, almost certainly. But just as I'll say, first of all, the nation and the human race grows and expands and heads out, first of all, back toward the moon, out into the solar system, towards Mars and beyond. As the need arises, certainly the United States Space Force will play whatever role it needs to. But a plan, a program, an expectation that we're preparing to send U.S. Space Force units and people into space in any way other than through the NASA astronaut program, certainly not anywhere in the near